Published 0809 Est, the 20th of November 2017. Updated 1037 Est, the 20th of November 2017. Britain's Christmas markets were surrounded by a ring of steel with armed police on patrol and metal detectors at entrances as security is raised over new terror fears. There will be concrete barriers, stop and search checks and officers on the ground at the popular festive events in London, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, Edinburgh and Bath in the run-up to Christmas. The precautions are being taken after the local government association warned councils to be vigilant this year, with the terror threat level to the UK currently at severe, meaning an incident is highly likely. Britain has suffered from the 3 horrific attacks this year, with innocent people and children killed in London and Manchester. But while security is being ramped up in light of the atrocities in Westminster in March, the Manchester Arena in May and London Bridge in June, the authorities are also concerned about a potential copycat attack. Last year 12 were murdered when an ISIS fanatic ploughed a lorry through Berlin's Breitscheidplatz Christmas market. Police patrol at Edinburgh Christmas market as security measures are ramped up across the country in fear of a terror attack. A large concrete block sits on the pavement outside an entrance to Edinburgh's Christmas market to stop vehicles smashing their way in and harming visitors. Armed police walk among shoppers in Edinburgh Christmas market as Britain's terror alert remains at severe going into the festive period. Edinburgh visitors to the Scottish capital's Christmas markets on George Street and East Princes Street this year can expect bag searches and security checks at entrances. Police Scotland have also pledged to enforce additional security measures and armed officers will be on patrol at the festive events. A police spokeswoman said, "Our priority is the safety and security of all those attending or involved, and the public are encouraged to continue with their plans to attend or take part in events as normal. The public may see additional protective security measures. There could also be increased security checks at some events and venues, so we advise the public to arrive in plenty of time to allow for this." Security gates are erected at the Christmas market in Manchester as the authorities increase security to keep visitors safe. Greater Manchester Police patrol around the market after pledging to put more officers on the ground to keep shoppers safe. A metal gate is connected by a wall of concrete barriers outside Manchester's Christmas market as part of new strict security measures. A security gate, stopping vehicles from coming and going, is erected at Manchester's market, along with a concrete barrier. Concrete bollards create a protective wall around Manchester Christmas market, mere months after the city was hit by a devastating terror attack at the Manchester Arena. Manchester's Christmas market has also bolstered its security precautions, in the wake of the Manchester Arena bombing, which killed 23 people at an Ariana Grande gig in May. Visitors will be met with metal and concrete barriers at the Yuletide festival, with armed police patrols keeping a full eye over the crowd. Superintendent Chris Hill, of Greater Manchester Police, said, "I want to assure people that we are strengthening protective security as an extra precaution to keep people as safe as possible, and it should make people feel more comfortable and reassured about attending events like the Christmas markets. This has been a difficult year for the city and we must never forget the people who have been affected. However, we have already all come together and shown our strength and determination to carry on enjoying our day-to-day lives. I want to encourage everyone to do the same. We are here and we're doing everything that we can to keep you safe." Guests flock into Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park under the full eye of security guards as safety precautions are beefed up around the popular Christmas festival. Rucksacks and women's handbags are searched at the entrance of London's popular Winter Wonderland festive market. Long steel barriers have also been put up in Hyde Park to prevent potential lorry van attacks mimicking the atrocity in Berlin's Breitscheidplatz Christmas market last year. CCTV cameras are scattered throughout Winter Wonderland, one of London's most popular Christmas attractions, which covers a quarter of Hyde Park. A Metropolitan Police 4x4 drives through Hyde Park while patrolling the Winter Wonderland site earlier this week. Large metal gates with concrete bases have been put up near the entrance to London's Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park. London has been hit twice in the past 12 months by terror attacks involving vehicles on Westminster Bridge and London Bridge. In response to those atrocities, barriers separating traffic from pedestrians were erected on 3 of the capital's bridges. Similar measures are now in place at Hyde Park's Winter Wonderland Festival, one of London's most popular Christmas attractions. A Met Police spokesman said the public may see additional protective security measures and barriers at events this year, in response to a number of vehicle-based terrorist attacks we have sadly seen both here in the UK and abroad. There could also be increased security checks at some events and venues, so we advise the public to arrive in plenty of time to allow for this. Metal barriers are erected outside Birmingham's Christmas market near the Bullring Shopping Centre to protect visitors. A vehicle barrier is erected outside Birmingham's Christmas market with a connecting wall of concrete bollards. Metal bollards and a concrete wall is placed around Birmingham's festive market to stop potential vehicle attacks. Birmingham and Birmingham, a protective wall of concrete blocks will protect shoppers from potential vehicle attacks, with metal barriers at entrances to the Christmas market, close to its popular Bullring shopping centre. Police officers are carrying out vehicle-based and foot-based stop checks at a number of locations throughout the city centre. Superintendent Andy Parsons, of West Midlands Police, said these checks are to offer reassurance to our communities and those who plan to attend our world-famous Christmas market. There will be a mixture of armed, unarmed and plainclothes officers patrolling the city. It is really important that we tackle all crime together, so if you see something or hear anything suspicious, we need to know so we can try to do something about it. Concrete bollards create a barrier in front of the Leeds Christmas market in an effort to stop vehicles mounting the curb. Large flower pots are lowered into position in the Yorkshire city of Leeds to stop vehicles mounting the pavement. A metal barrier is erected at an entrance to Leeds festive market as police call on organisers to increase their security. Leeds extra protective measures have also been taken at Leeds Christkindlmarkt, one of the most popular German festive markets in the country. The festival is held in Leeds Millennium Square and has more than 40 wooden chalet stalls, expected to bring swathes of crowds to the city centre. Large planter pots have been lined up on the Yorkshire city's pavements to stop vehicles mounting curbs, while metal bollards have been erected near the entrances to the market to protect shoppers. Workers lower barriers at Bath city centre in an effort to keep members of the public safe from potential vehicle terror attacks. Large concrete bollards are lowered into position in Bath ahead of the Christmas market starting in the historic city. Concrete blocks surround Bath Abbey in fear of a vehicle mounting the curb and driving into pedestrians. Large concrete blocks have been installed in the historic city of Bath to protect shoppers at the Christmas market from potential attacks. Further barriers will also be installed by the authorities to make it safer for pedestrians and visitors to the city centre. Bath and North East Somerset Council boss Tim Warren told the Bath Chronicle these improvements are part of business as normal for the city. We are simply taking the prudent step of installing additional measures which are in common with those seen elsewhere in the country. There is currently no known threat to the city. 12 people were killed and dozens wounded when ISIS fanatic Anas Amri ploughed a lorry into the Breitscheidplatz Square Christmas market in Berlin on December 19, 2016. Amri, a Tunisian, murdered the lorry's original Polish driver, and then hijacked the vehicle, leaving his body in the cab. 12 people were killed and dozens wounded when ISIS fanatic Anas Amri ploughed a lorry into the Breitscheidplatz Square Christmas market in Berlin on December 19, 2016. He then targeted innocent people in the German capital, with only the automatic locking system on the vehicle's brakes bringing it to a stop and preventing further carnage. After the attack, he managed to flee Berlin and travel through at least 3 countries before being gunned down in northern Italy. Italian police shot Amri dead in Milan, days later on December 23, after an international manhunt.